Hey, what's going on, people? I'm Chuck with another episode of the Millionaire Mindset. Don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is what you focus on grows. In life, a lot of people put in time and energy and effort into the wrong things. Friends, video games, careers, relationships that don't serve you, bad investments, bad advice. Whatever you're focusing on, if it isn't building you up, is it making you better, increasing, making you stronger, making you knowledgeable, you should cut it out if you want to grow and be magnificent and be better tomorrow than you are today or yesterday or last week. Example, playing videos, that won't get you anywhere. You're just wasting time, energy, effort, resources, brain cells. Now, if you're getting paid, you've turned it into a career or a business, then by all means, play it to your heart's desire. But just know you still need something else outside of that. Whether it's mentally, spiritually, you need to read, you need to still converse with people, because you will be consumed by the video game to the point where it distorts your reality. That's just like AI or virtual reality or anything of that sort. You still have to come back to the real world when you get through going through this dream world or this virtual reality. I would say first, I would say get you some good beliefs, faiths, and just something to strive for, whether it was something as peace or retiring by 40, beautiful friends, beautiful children. Just get you something in place, a goal to work towards. And every day you wake up and you're alive, you can say, hey, today is a new day. I can work on educating my children, having better friendships with my friends, reading in my spare time so that I can learn about my finances. When you incorporate that into your life, it makes for a better world. No one ever made it anywhere in life without consistent work on themselves and just trial and error, learning what works and what doesn't work. And it really does help in life. I mean, you think about relationships. Every relationship you had failed. You're the common denominator. There's something you're bringing to the table that's causing this relationship to fail. The sooner you can figure it out, the sooner you can change it, the sooner you can have that great relationship with the love of your life, or you won't have to keep breaking up with someone every 6 months because of something you're doing that you can see or you cannot see. Another example, you're trying to find that dream job or that career. If every job you've had, you've been fired from, you're the common denominator. You're the problem. You need to be accountable. You need to look within and just come up with a plan and a purpose to work yourself out of that and change your thinking and your behavior and your level of perception. Our whole world is based on what we see, what we hear, and what we say out of our mouths. But once you change your perception, you'll start to see other things. And once you see those other things, you can hear them, and you will respond differently than you normally would before. Example, if you have someone that's negative all the time, they say, well, that isn't going to work, or that's going to fail, or why try? You're going to always quit. You're never going to try. You're never going to succeed. You're never going to do anything outside of what you've always done, what you've always seen, what you've always heard. However, if you get in some good habits, some solid people, some solid books, you meditate and you pray, and you start leaning towards the positive mental attitude in the positive realm of life, you will start receiving rewards and benefits that you say, hey, this will work. It's going to work. I'm not going to quit until it works. I'm going to get a breakthrough. I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to get this job. I'm going to get this house. I'm going to make my marriage work. I'm going to raise the best kids possible. Once you incorporate a positive attitude, it puts you in the realm of winning. It puts you on the pedestal of winning. So start to focus on the cup being half full instead of half empty. It's people that have failed for 40 years. It's people that have done 20 years in prison and have came out and changed their whole life. So those are countless examples to show you that you can change and you can do better and you can have more. And the way that you're thinking isn't the only way, and you can win. So just start by finding a support group or some positive people or some people just to uplift you. I mean, heck, watch some positive videos on YouTube. Watch some positive videos on Facebook. Watch some positive videos on Instagram. You will be surprised how your program either programs you to win or programs you to fail. And I know if you're watching this video, you want to succeed and you want to win and you are a champion and you are seeking the championship. And I want you to get the championship so I can be there clapping, applauding, and cheering you on as you cross the finish line. Once you get that touchdown, you hit that double, that triple, that birdie. I want you to increase and win in your life. And it will motivate your family and your friends and other people that look up to you in your community, in your church, in your support group. Who knows? In the end, they might bake you some fresh chocolate chip homemade cookies for winning because they admire you just that much. Just a small little celebration. You don't have to eat them all. Just eat one or two. Kind of watch your weight a little bit. But focus on the positive in your life. Now, if you ever had a friend, classmate, coworker, whatever, they always focus on their kids or their grandkids or their adopted kids, whatever. They always focus on their kids. That was their primary focus in life, either their kids or their brother or sister, family anyway, family first. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their own way of doing stuff. But they have a marriage or a relationship and they wonder why it doesn't pan out and it doesn't work. It's never going to work if you give 90% to your family or your children and 10% to your significant other. Think about how that makes them feel. Again, what you focus on grows. So the math is imbalanced. You got 90 here and 10 here, and you want them to be happy with your output. Now, sooner or later, they're going to get tired, and they're going to find someone else that can give them 90. So you should just do the math now and see if you want to keep giving that person 10%. I mean, heck, really, you might as well just cut them off and just give the whole 100% to your family because that's what does it for you anyway. And it's okay. You just need to be single if that's what you choose to do. And let that person go out and find someone that can treat them better, that has time for them, and that can focus on them so they can grow as one into a beautiful relationship, marriage, courtship, kinship, some kind of ship. But don't continue to hold people or things up that you're not willing to invest the time, the energy, and effort. And it doesn't necessarily have to be time. It can be love. It can be money. It can be conversation. It can be just opening your mind or your heart or your ears up to listen to what they want or what they like or what they need. Because in daily life, we get so caught up in working and earning money, raising kids, till we forget about the small things, the people that need us, our loved ones, our neighbors, our grandparents, our aunts, our uncles. And they don't need a lot. They just need a little bit of your time. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I love you. Hey, I was thinking about you. Hey, I'm at the grocery store. You need something. Again, what you focus on grows. So kind of focus on the big picture and don't get caught up on this one person. It's just like when you have someone and every time they get in a relationship, they alienate the whole world to try to make the relationship work, and they get suffocated and they suck the air out of them. Then when the relationship is over, they come back around to the friends, family, whatever, and you have to build them back up because the relationship was one-sided. It was 90% relationship and everything else was the 10%. Now that it didn't work out, they have to start all the way back over and get reacclimated to being alone or being with family or doing without that person. And that's a big void to fill. So if you live a balanced life and focus on the relationship and your family, if either one of them folds, changes, whatever, you can compensate better with 50 here and 50 there as opposed to 80, 20, 90, 10. That's just bad math. In so many words, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. And the easiest way to multiply or grow, hey, get your 4 baskets. Put your 25% here, 25% here, 25% here, 25% there. Now you got all 4 corners accounted for. So if you lose one corner, you still have 3 more. That would be better math than betting all your money on one horse, one cow, one dog. You're spreading yourself. That way the options can work out and what you're focusing on, once again, can grow. So when I say what you focus on grows, what is it that you're aiming at? What is it that you want out of life? What do you want to be known for? At your funeral, what do you want people to say? What do you want people to think about you when you lying in that casket for the last time? So whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're growing, just make sure it's a fruitful life, a beautiful life, one that can be admired, and they can have something positive or good to say about you. I mean, you can be a mentor at work. You can help out at the church with other kids. Maybe, I don't know, marriage counseling. You may be the person in the family with money that always bail people out from making mistakes. But just make your life count. Let your light shine longer than you. Just think of people that have created inventions. You look at Albert Einstein or George Washington, the person that created the telephone, the person that created the street light, people that created the windshield wipers. Their life and legacy and name will go on because they created something. They built something to make life better, something that was memorable. But if you think someone that was just drunk or they were loose, so to speak, or they provided no value to life, after maybe 1 or 2 generations, they'll be forgot about. Their pictures will be gone. But if you create something, hey, a generational wealth, a job, a car, a business, a franchise, you will always be remembered. And it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but you created something for the family. Hey, Billy Bob Automotive, Just For Me Soap, Blue Dollar Car Wash. I'm just making up names, but once you build something, I mean, it could be something simple as phoneaprayer.com, a hotline where people call in and they get prayer. Just create something and build something so that you can live a long lasting life. I mean, if you had a family house or some land, or you took your kids fishing, or you taught everyone how to cook, just build something into your friends and your family so that your story and your life will go on. I mean, if you taught everyone how to knit a sweater, how to make a quilt, the best way to catch a catfish, it's so many things that we can do to make life better and enrich people around us. And as I say again, what you focus on grows. So focus on the future. Focus on your family. Focus on your friends. Focus on the loved ones and build them up. Don't tear them down. Don't take away. Whatever their dreams are, support them. Whether they're realistic or unrealistic, just go with them. We all need support and a leg up at some point in time in life. So now is the best time to support them. Don't take away from them. Because at one point you were weak, you were ready to give up, and someone stepped in. Or maybe you read a Bible verse that cheered you up. Maybe you heard that song on the radio. Either way, in spirit or in person, someone picked you up. They made you happy. They dust you off. They made you whole again, so that you could take it to the next level and you could come back the next day and try again and be better today than you were yesterday. So, sow good seeds. Focus on great things so that they can grow and you can be great and your name can be great and anyone attached to your name will be greater and it will evolve. And it will turn into something that you probably will never be able to imagine how big it will grow and manifest into. And guess what? Along the way, you might get it wrong. You might focus on the wrong stuff. You might veer off track. It's okay. Get you a mentor. Read you some books. See where you went wrong. Don't go wrong again. Just take notes. Write it down. It's okay to mess up. We all mess up along the way. But just always look to the future. Think 5 years ahead. Think 10 years ahead. Think 15 years ahead. Always look for your next move. That way you won't get caught in the moment. Your emotions won't get best of you. And you won't make bad decisions being in your feelings or your emotions that will come back to haunt you for years to come. Thinking, hey, if I do this, I'll be good at 50. If I do this, I'll be good at 60. If I do this, I'll be good at 70. Always think in a positive manner. So each step, each day puts you in a better situation to win. So you can sow those seeds and work on that positivity to focus on it and grow and expound. You think of any book you've ever read. It started off slow in the beginning, and they talked about their humble beginnings where they didn't have this, they didn't have that. And as they learned that they could have more, or they saw other people with more, they started seeking those people out and those venues and those avenues and those careers and those jobs. And they started to imitate those people so that they can have the things that they had, so they can come back and give it to those they loved ones and increase. And as it grew, they turned it into a business so that they could retire early or get that business going and get another one off the ground. And who knows, it may be a third or a fourth. And they just keep repeating that cycle. So you are not special. Nothing is new under the sun. You can create something. You can have something. And just always think of others. Don't be selfish and just think of yourself. Think of others. They need you. They want you. And they can benefit from that thing that you have, whether it's in here or here, someone can always benefit from what you have to offer. Whether what you have to offer is this big or this big, someone wants it and needs it. So don't be afraid to pour into someone and focus on positive things that will grow and benefit and expound and multiply and manifest into more in the universe. My name is Chuck on another episode of the Millionaire Mindset, and I hope whatever your focus is on is growing in a positive manner at light speed. See you next time. Peace.